how do? Right, welcome to Newcastle day 2. Had a pretty good day in Newcastle yesterday. Managed 19 pubs on day 1. So please do go and watch that video to see where we got to yesterday. I did say in yesterday's video that I wanted to do the beehive, but it was so busy when we got up here that it looks beautiful from the outside. I wanted to film it properly. So it's just gone 10 o'clock in the morning. Holly and Nick, who were joining me today, have opted for a lay-in, but I have work to do, and that's what I'm doing. So I am here in Newcastle city centre by just gone 10 AM to take you around pub number 1 for the day. I mean, if that's not dedication, then I don't know what is. So shall we get on with it? My first pub of the day is this absolute beauty, the Beehive. Look at the green tiling, the windows and the tops. Looks absolutely gorgeous. Old Beehive Hotel will be stop number 1 of Newcastle day 2. And yeah, I'm very excited to get in and see what this looks like inside. It's pretty beautiful in here. The lights on the ceiling, the bar. It's just a really good looking pub. So I'm really pleased to manage to get in it when I can actually show you around properly, rather than getting in here yesterday when literally it was just the back of people's heads you would have seen. So let's show you around this beauty. Let's take for a little wander around it. It's beautiful looking. Absolutely love that stained glass effect and things that they have in a lot of these olden pubs. But yeah, it's a pretty gorgeous looking place. So some excellent lights and stuff on this. It's obviously a dead old pub. So we've got on the bar in here, but they do have an ale on. It's Wyland Brewery, I said, who are very local to Newcastle and stuff around here. Yeah, the old seating. Pretty lovely fireplace over the corner. Newcastle playing at home today, so it's going to be a busy day to start with, I think, before kick-off. But that is starting on another day. Yeah, I'm pleased to have got in there and filmed that early, because again, I think that's going to be a nightmare to try and film in at any other time of the day, especially on a match day. But my other problem then was trying to find other places that are already open from 10 o'clock. So I've walked for 8 minutes and come up to another part of the city where it looks as though quite a few bits are already open. My second stop of the day will be the Newcastle Arms. But yeah, it's a big Chinese entranceway gate type thing there. Other pubs that look open as well. So stop 2 for me today, Newcastle Arms. It's only just gone 10:30 in the morning, so it's not going to be busy just yet, but these are all going to be slammed in a little while. It's another quite nice old historic looking pub, to be honest. Obviously been here a long time, in the shadow of like some really old buildings and walls and things like that. So yeah, that's not a bad second stop, and a couple of ales on as well. So I've gone with Chuggy Boat Blonde for my second one. But yeah, nice looking, quite a nice looking gaff. So yeah, that's 2 in the bag by 10:30 in the morning. In there, considering there were only me and 3 other lads, but you know, such is life. So I am literally at St James's Park. There she is. I'm in that part of the city. Obviously St James's Park is a bit past the Chinese gateway. So yeah, these pubs are bound to be incredibly busy very, very soon. So we are going to head to Rosie's Bar, which will be my third stop of the day. So it is coming up for 11 AM now. And yeah, it's not going to be long before this area of the city is overrun with merry Geordies looking forward to beating Fulham in today's game. So stop number 3 of the day, Rosie's Bar. Quite cool, isn't it? It's got one of the weirdest features I've ever seen in the pub though, and it actually scared the bejesus out of me a minute ago. But you know, I wondered if I was still hungover from last night. But no, it's quite a cool little pub there. Quite nice. Yeah, these things here. I don't know if they all move, but certainly that Mr. Alexander, he moves independently by himself, moves his head, and yeah, caught it out of the corner of my eye, and it very nearly scared me to death. So, oh yeah, so there's another one moving. Yeah, see, if you're not expecting it, that's quite freaky. But yeah, Sonar by Lane is a really good beer, but I've gone for this Tyneside Blonde because I've never had that before. But yeah, nice, pleasant little bar. So close to the football ground and stuff as well. Yeah, what a cool little place. But yeah, those heads, they're pretty scary. On our way to meet Nick and Holly, who are meeting me in a Wetherspoons in this building, if I can work out how to get into it. I've just stumbled across this, absolutely stunning. This is a minute's walk from St James's Park in Newcastle city centre, and it's just mind-blowingly beautiful. Look at that. Huh. That is history for you right there, isn't it? What a beautiful old stone building. I wonder what it is now. I'm sure someone will chime in on the video and let me know what that actually is now. But it's pretty beautiful. So probably get around the front of it as well by the looks of things. So I might go and have a nose in a minute. Yeah, so the Wetherspoons I'm going to is in one of these modern complexes with bars and restaurants and things like that in Mojo. Might do Mojo. I haven't done a Mojo for a while, and one called the Wonder Bar here as well. So while they're quiet enough, we might as well get them done. But the Wetherspoons I've come to then is called Heel Row. So that'll be my fourth stop of the day already, and we've only just gone 11:15. So yeah, you could say I'm not doing too badly thus far. Stop 4 then the Heel Row. It's a modern style Lloyd's one, isn't it, of the spoons variety, but I've got some guest nails on. Several ones. Exmoor Gold is actually pretty decent. So yeah, it said just getting up to match time, so we are going to clear out of this area quick smart, I think. But these two have finally got themselves out of bed. So yeah, finally made it out for the day. So let's crack on. Still just about early enough to come and experience something, I suppose, authentic Newcastle on a match day. And that is the pub that is literally in the shadow of the ground. It couldn't get much closer to St James's Park ground if you tried. So here be the ground, and on the corner from the ground is Strawberry. So yeah, it doesn't get much more authentic, I suppose, on a match day than having a drink in the pub that is literally there where the ground is. So we figured, while it's still just about early enough not to be absolutely packed, let's get in and do the Strawberry. It's not got a bad little selection. The Club Trop I'm a big fan of. Put some nails on. But as you can see, it is already filling up nicely for the kickoff in, well, still just over 2.5 hours or so until kickoff. But plenty of Toon merch and memorabilia, as you would expect to find. So yeah, it was definitely either now or never with this one today, and you can see why a match day pub would be as packed out as it actually is. But yeah, not a terrible place at all, to be fair. The plan now needs to be to head away from the football ground, because theoretically people are going to be heading that way, aren't they? So hopefully we have worked out a system and a plan. Nick's going to take credit for this, but yeah, hopefully we've worked out a system and a plan where we are now going away from or against traffic, so to speak. So we have come to a micropub. This is the sister pub of, what was the one we did last night? The Beer Engine, Beer Street, sister pub to Beer Street that we did last night and absolutely loved. Same lad should be working here now today, he told us. So looking forward to doing this. And this is, this one is a micro pub called the Wobbly Duck. Again, I don't think I've ever done a Wobbly Duck. In you go, you two, go on, don't hold people up, in you go. The Wobbly Duck will be, yeah, no problem, son. Will be stop number 6 of the day. It's set out here on the outside of this unit and shopping centre and things like that. So Wobbly Duck. Stop 6. Yeah, it's pretty cool, pretty compact. Thank you. As you would expect though. And a load of excellent crafts on the back wall. Honestly, I think it's absolutely wonderful. And the only thing, same lady was here, yeah, told you he'd be here. The only thing I can pick fault with is the Leicester City polo shirt. Aside from that, it's pretty perfect, yeah. If it wasn't for that, it'd be absolutely 10 out of 10. Big fan of the ceiling there, the barrel in here as well. Yeah, I think this is an absolutely brilliant little micro. So the one last night was absolutely brilliant. Beer Street, and we knew that this would probably live up to that as well. Great little place. Along with the Wobbly Duck, there are two other animal-themed micro pubs around, and they call it like the animal triangle. Something like that, they call it, yeah, but it was quite cool. So, 3 little micro pubs to do. This one, Mean-Eyed Cat, and there's Mean-Eyed Cat chain of Johnny Cash themed bars that we've done a few of before. So when we saw the name Mean-Eyed Cat, we initially thought that this must be part of that chain, but it certainly isn't. It's another sweet little micro pub. I love the sign, sorry we're open. So that will be next stop of the day. Big queuing to get to the bar, but I kind of get it in here. There's not really much space, so we're just walking along and going to it that way. So good beer lineup, really good beer lineup. So yeah, really good set of stuff on. Got there loads of sours. I've had most of those Vault Cities already, but I'm not going in with that today. Yeah, very decent little place again. This. So, can't go wrong. She's in the toilet, mate. You know, I'm the one that does all the work. Holly just swans off whenever she feels like it. So, you know, yeah, good little gaff this. Although not part of the Johnny Cash theme bar chain, there is obviously a Johnny Cash song called Mean-Eyed Cat, which is where it takes the name from as well, but not part of the chain for clarity purposes. So the third one of the 3 animal micro pubs is called the Town Mouse. Town Mouse is just down here, very much like the Wobbly Duck, down on a lower level. Obviously, said the football kicks off. It is an absolutely beautiful church just opposite it. But the football kicks off in about an hour and 20 minutes, so as you can imagine, the places are packed at the moment, but that will be our next stop. Yeah, I love it, and I love it for 2 reasons. I love it because it's a great little micro pub, but I also love it because it's got putty from Badan, the double IPA, the dipper, on not only in cans, but on the actual keg. So there is your keg lineup. Putty by Badan, that one down there, second bottom. That is one of the best beers of the year. Every year comes out in January from Badan. It's absolute magic. It comes in these cans and stuff as well. If you get the chance to have one and you've not tried it, honestly, try it. I can highly recommend it. But this place is fantastic. So yeah, again, quite busy. Not as busy inside as it was outside. What do you think of the Badan putty?
Really? The putty?
Yeah,
oh,
not for you, no. You're not a drinker, are you? You're not a drinker, but he's loving the Brazil nut stout.
Yeah.
Not a drinker, bless his heart, but you know, not a drinker, bless his heart. But yeah, what a cool little place this is. He loved it. All 3 of those micro pubs, absolutely mint, absolutely bang on. Right next door to that as well, it's another Spoons. So I don't feel that we've done enough Spoons in Newcastle yet. We're only at 3, and 1 today, did 2 yesterday, so might as well do this. The 5 Swans. So it's literally, the micro pub is where the people also at the tattoo studio bit there. It's a gorgeous building, this one. So the 5 Swans or Wetherspoons will be the next stop of the day. Like hour from kick-off, so it is going to start clearing out soon, but as you would expect, it's a Wetherspoons, it's match day, it's packed. So I can't really show you too much around, but yeah, kick-off will be soon, so it will drop for a little while, for an hour or so, we'll have a little bit more time. Quite a cool Spoons, to be fair, got good guest ales on, carpet's alright, ain't too shabby. So, with football now kicked off, we figured we would head down to, people have said the Oosburn, I think I've said that right, Oosbarn area of Newcastle, where there are quite a few breweries, tap houses, and good pubs apparently. So while it's going to be hopefully slightly quieter around the area, we thought we would head down here. Got a cab for it, we weren't walking, 30-minute walk. Got a cab down, we're going to do that, and we're going to start walking back towards the city centre for later on. So this is one that was heavily shouted out. Everyone was like, you have got to go to this. The Free Trade Inn. Yeah, highly shouted out and recommended. And to be fair, it is in an absolutely beautiful setting. We sort of look up here above there, look up and along the river to Newcastle city centre, sat just over there. So Free Trade Inn next up. Looking forward to this. It's obviously a good beer house from what people have said. So let's get in and see what it's got to offer.
Yeah, this is a proper little beer house. Really good keg lineup, really good cask lineup, excellent selection of fridges. Just a pretty cool looking little place. Good selection up in the fridges. Some Bolt City on the top up there. But yeah, it's a nice looking. This is just a proper little beer house down where it is as well. So there's your cask and your keg sort of offerings. Yeah, absolute sterling little beer house. So it is busy anyway, but yeah, loads and loads of good options on. As you can see, like loads of cask, loads of keg. Just a good little place. Some of their own merch and things as well. But yeah, you won't go wrong with little beer houses like this. So yeah, plenty of good bits to choose from, no matter what it is you want. Torside Brewing there, Manchester based. Plenty of like keg offerings over onto this side as well. Yeah, cool little vibe, cool little beer house. Free trade in there, wander down these stairs, and you will come along to the next stop. So yeah, it's literally 30 seconds. Here are the seagulls, they're ready to pounce. And to the time bar. So this, I think, I need to count, but I think we're on 13, or I'm on 13 so far for the day. So yeah, free trade in, just up there. What a wicked beer house that is. And you come down here, and you will come to the time bar. So let's get in and see what they've got to offer. There's some belting ales in here. It's actually a really good little beer lineup, to be fair. Jack, yeah. Loving it. Sam Smith's Paddy Lager. You don't see that not in Sam Smith's pubs very often. But yeah, quite a cool looking place. We'll have a wander in a second. I must admit, I'm actually very impressed by this. If you have a look at it now, it's a bit quieter in it. It's just a pretty cool bar. But yeah, the beer lineup is actually absolutely brilliant. I went with that Wild Wood for me in here. But yeah, very impressed by this altogether. There's a bit of live music and stuff playing outside sometimes, but that is the outside bit of the time bar. Yeah, very impressed by this. 2 minute wander up a reasonably steep slope, not the steepest. You know I don't like hills. But yeah, wander up a semi-steep slope, and there are 2 breweries around here apparently. The first of which we're going to do is Brinkburn Street Bar and Kitchen. So yeah, these are one of the little breweries. Brinkburn Street, again, not a brewery I am familiar with at all. So very much looking forward to trying something from them. So yeah, it's on this industrial space area. That's the hill I'm talking about, where that bridge is. You come up there from it and you'll get to it. But let's go and do a Brinkburn Street Bar and Kitchen. You know what? I was not expecting such a big space as their tap room and everything. Yeah, you walk in and you kind of like walk into the warehouse again, and you're like, whoa, where did that come from? Massive space they've got as the tap room. It's very warm in here as well, which is unusual for an industrial unit. But no, it's nice in here. So here's their own beer lineup. So I've gone with Wayward Sun, which looks nice. It's right up my street, like that. A nice New England IPA. I do love a New England IPA. But yeah, you see what I mean by the size of the place. It's got a pool table and stuff in it as well. Got this little extra bit. Obviously a big kitchen. That's what all the heat. They've obviously had some food going. All the heat's coming from there, I think. But yeah, you walk in that door where we came in. And have a look around, and it's like, whoa, just confronted with a place that sort of looks like that, which is, yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. From one brewery to another. So, about a 5-minute walk from that one brings us to the other brewery of this part of Newcastle, which is called 2 Brewing. So again, another warehousey industrial type of unit with an outside a bit, and a bit of wood-fired pizza going on in the backyard, which is good. So another warehouse type one, 2x2. Up next, once again in here, it's really warm. The heating coming out of here is heating this whole like old warehouse gaff really well. It's making it nice, cosy and welcoming. whereas some of these brewery places in the warehouses can be ice cold. You sat in there, so not great for winter. But yeah, both of these two have been really, really well heated, and again the beer in it really good. It's actually a brilliant little selection of their beers. I've had this porter, and I'm very, very impressed by it. As you can see, they've got a decent range of stuff in here, and where the brewery happens, like where the magic occurs, is quite a nice site. It's quite a nice thing to see. It's a pool table and stuff. I quite like the artwork. I'm actually quite taken with it. But I think this is another cool brewery space. So yeah, very, very impressed by this one, and their beer is superb. They're having an absolute belting day thus far. Finding some real variety, some really good places. Both of those breweries were superb. We've walked for about 5 minutes now. So another one that was recommended to us by someone that we spoke to earlier. Said you've got to make sure that you go and do the Cumberland Arms. Big free house. In fact, there's a bit of Morris dancing about to start. Some lovely doggos down here. Yeah, a bit of Morris dancing about to start. At the Cumberland Arms, which is just down here on the side of the industrial bit. But that is our 14th, or my 14th stop of the day, the Cumberland Arms. I think this is the first for me on any pub, not just on the pub crawl, on any pub, where the main bar is full of people Morris dancing. Can't get into the main bar, so we're kind of stuck in the other side. But yeah, the main bar full of people Morris dancing. Yeah, you heard me. Hi. Yeah, people Morris dancing, which is an interesting thing for a Saturday night in Newcastle. But yeah, I mean the other bar's nice. The other bar's very nice. There's decent enough beer selection. A lovely fire going down. It's heating the place really well. And this is what we've got on. So myself and Nick have gone for this all connected, the Choco Mint Stout. But yeah, plenty of cask, plenty of ciders. Plenty of keg offerings, yeah. Oh yeah. And but yeah, there's a second bar at that side. There's no Morris dancing going on. I can just show you the other side of the place. So yeah, it's a nice, it's a proper old school gaff. This is, but quite impressive. I really like it. Right, another 5 minutes drive. So we're still heading back towards the city centre. But there are two just here to do, the Clooney and the Ship. Again, we're in a very picturesque, lovely little area. Walking across the bridge, across the water. Someone's had their first beer, you can tell. But yeah, so I remember my first beer and I was excitable too. So bless his heart. But yeah, they are here. So our next stop then is right here. It's a live music venue. Live music venue called the Clooney. That's how we're going to say it. Is up next, and then yeah, it's not going to be far to have to wander across to the next one, is it? So the Clooney, I think, is top 15 of my day. I love this. So proper little live music venue. They obviously love doggies. They've got a massive doggy wall of fame. Really good beer lineup. Cask, keg, cider, whatever you want, they've got it. It's just a pretty top-notch looking little venue, to be fair. I'm highly impressed. That is a real doggy wall of fame, that is. Beer-wise, decent bits, so yeah, plenty of cask on. Myself and Nicholas have gone for this, pineapple sour ale. In there, pineapple sour ale. And actually, yeah, pleasantly surprised by it. I think it's very nice, but pretty cool little venue. I bet when it's got live music and stuff on in this place, I bet it is absolutely jumping. So pretty impressed. As far as like live music venues go, actually, yeah, a really decent little spot. This, loving it. I'm straight out of the Clooney, and it's directly in front of you to walk just over here to the Ship Inn, which will be, I have counted now, stop 16 of the day so far for me. So Ship Inn, yeah, Clooney, wonderful place that is. That was absolutely brilliant. To the Ship Inn. Yeah, it's absolutely packed in here, like round full. But great little beer lineup again. Yeah, there's a little bit of something in here for absolutely everybody. Plenty of cask, some decent stuff amongst the taps, and a lovely little square-sized pub. So, I've got with this Anarchy Brew, war beer, sandpiper, but as you see, like all the sort of stuff. There's old moot and stuff around, Blue Moon, the Camden Hells and Pale, neck oil, plenty of different variety of stuff to suit just about anyone. But as you can see, it is absolutely packed again in here. But decent thing is a fire going in that corner over there again, it's making the place nice and warm. And we'll try and have a wander in a second. Down a little bit in here, but as you can see, it's an absolutely gorgeous little place. Excellent outdoor space they've got on the front out there as well. But good little menu and things going on in here as well. Another one, no one had shouted this out to us to come and see, but honestly, it's a really, really brilliant little pub. Love the ship, but I don't like this hill up from the ship. But luckily it's not far to walk to the next one. Now we've got one of these in Nottingham. This is a Billy Bootleggers. So literally the ship is just there. But yeah, I'm not a fan of this hill. Billy Bootleggers. Yeah, so we know what we're getting with this because we've got one in Notts, which is pretty decent to be fair. Puts a bit of live music on all the time. Has a decent sort of beer and whiskey and mead range a lot of the time. So Billy Bootleggers. Up next, some feels like a Billy Bootleggers, yeah, old sort of moonshine style rock and roll hillbilly type bar. But yeah, it's quite nice. Looks alright. Always a huge whiskey selection in these ones. Though. They've got some stuff going on. Billy's, yeah, decent little bits of ales and tips and or phone numbers. I might stick Nick's phone number in there for him, so that is cool. Thank you. Really smaller than the Nottingham one, but yeah, good little setup for the live music and stuff. So it's always like hillbilly, rockabilly, rock and roll style music and stuff. But decent little outdoor space where you come in from. But yeah, definitely smaller than the Nottingham one. Good little bit of live music going on as well now. Walking up this mammoth hill, but stumbled across that and didn't show up at all on Google Maps. Knew nothing about Don Zoco tap room. Going up this further steep hill from Billy's, same hill that we were on, and it's just there, yeah, Don Zoco tap room. So it'd be silly to walk past it. It sounds pretty happening. So that is where we are going to go. Arsenal's best kept secret. I know, I certainly didn't know anything about it. No one's mentioned it to us. It doesn't show up on Google Maps as a pub, but it's not a pub, it's a brewery and tap room, I suppose. But yeah, it's another brilliant little warehouse place. And yeah, just a cool, yeah, really cool, quirky little vibe and stuff in here as well. So again, it's their own beers, as you'd expect. And I've got a really good little brewing setup over here, look. But as far as, again, little quirky brewery spaces and things like that go, it's pretty cool, isn't it? I love that window thing. The tiramisu dessert stout at 10% as well that we've got. Pretty nice. Pretty good. Little finds. Yeah, it's nice sometimes when you wander through and you find stuff you weren't expecting to find. Because the one that we were actually on the way to at the end of that road is this Tanner's Arms, which also sounds like it's got a back live music bit going on as we just walk past. So Tanner's Arms up next. Then so we're pretty much now back towards the quayside part, not far from there, and the rest of the city centre. So yeah, it's not been a bad little walk back from where we were either. Tanner's Arms then up next. Yeah, another pretty good pub. Very solid selection of beers and stuff. So Lane Brewery bits on. So I like Lane. It's nice to see them around more and more. I only really like the only time I can remember seeing Lane everywhere that we went was Camden. So it's nice to, I think there was definitely some in Liverpool, but yeah, it's nice to see them more and more. Because that Sonar and a Mangalicious are actually pretty decent beers. That's a Tanner's Own Lush Lager, that's a Lane Brew one as well. But this is also from Lane, and I've gone with that Tanner's Pale in here. But yeah, nice looking gaff to be fair. Not a bad looking boozer. Can't go wrong with it. Blue Moon on as well. Almost back at the city centre outskirts now. 7-minute walk down this road, and actually on this stretch of road there actually aren't any other pubs in between the Tanners and this. Alfie's. So you've come down the road, nothing else. So we obviously need a drink now before we get into the rest of the city centre. So Alfie's, which looks kind of like a 50s diner from the outside, is where we're going. To be fair, it even looks a little bit American dinery inside. Nothing wrong with it. It's quite cool, quite quirky. But the front door that we came in as well, those, what is it? It's Doctor Who. The Doctor Who fronts amongst you. You'll know this. No, I've never actually watched Doctor Who. I know, shoot me, because I'm not good with some of the pop culture type things that I've just never seen. But you see what I mean? It does look a little bit American dinery inside. Decent enough little tap line up and stuff on those. Yeah, decent bits. So that is Alfie's. Back into the city centre then. Our final stop of the night. So I've done 20 already today. So that's a good innings, isn't it? So final port of call for us tonight is going to be a rock bar. Yeah, you know what? We haven't done a rock bar all weekend. We love a rock bar, so why not? Final stop of the night. Stop of the night will be Trillions. So yeah, rock bar in hidden away, a little complex down here. I've heard good things about this. So we've done a lot of rock bars up and down the country now. Found some absolute belters. Found some not so good ones. But I'm interested to do Trillions final stop of the night. Show you a little bit. So there's a Ghost tribute band playing something here. Yeah, as far as rock clubs, rock places go, it's pretty cool, to be fair. But yeah, it's so busy. You can barely move. Well, that is the rest of it. Mega busy. And that was that. 2 nights in Newcastle. Yeah, well happy. It's been a really good time. So. Back at the hotel, video to edit, you know. Thanks for watching, I really appreciate it. Looking forward to next week's expeditions. But yeah, I think we've done some blinders in Newcastle.